Out. We can introduce you to them as well. The loss of Gabriel Jesus due to a knee problem, a blow that Arsenal could have done without. However, all three of their big summer signings, Rice, Havertz and Timber, start today. The German at the point of the attack.
Well, it'll be very interesting to see how Declan Rice gets on. Jurrien Timber at left back and Kai Havertz. We thought he might play this season, majority in midfield as a number 8 getting forward. Now with Gabriel Jesus injured, he's now leading the line, playing number 9 for Arsenal, so this is a test for him.
Arsenal at the moment without both Jesus and Elneny. Manchester City have been lightly raced by comparison in pre-season, just 3 warm-up matches for them, but this, Don, is pretty close to their likely 11 for the start of the league campaign.
Yeah, you would have thought so. This is a very, very strong team. Obviously, Stefan Ortega comes in goal for Ederson, who you would have thought will start on match day 1 against Burnley, but a very, very strong back 4. Kovacic comes into midfield. The loss of Gundogan could be huge. He's an incredible footballer with a high IQ when he plays for Man City, who's now moved on, and the quality in behind Erling Haaland, over 50 goals for Haaland last season. That's something that Saliba.
Grealish. Kovacic. Giving away to Haaland. Rodri.
That's close, and that was a bad mistake from Thomas Partey. Give the ball away in a dangerous area. Must have took a little deflection on the way through. Ideally came off Declan Rice. That might have been heading in the bottom corner. And when he hits them, Rodri, he hits them well. Looks like a 4-4-2 without the ball. See him change in possession.
Now Arsenal make inroads with White. And here's Havertz and Martinelli. Both efforts on target. Both blocked.
Well, what a chance that was for Arsenal. And they worked it quite well. A lovely turn from Kai Havertz there, just on the spin, trying to manufacture a shot. Great save from Ortega. Difficult one from Martinelli to try and fire through bodies, but Ben White trying to drive inside the 18-yard box. This is a really good block here from John Stones. Puts his body on the line, hands behind his back. No question of a penalty, but that was a big chance for Kai Havertz, just on the swivel there, just trying to find a corner. Great save from Ortega. First big chance.
Saka, cleverly done. Havertz! One German denied by another.
You think he's got to score. He's had 2 big chances in the game.
And an ambitious effort. It certainly had Ramsdale backpedaling.
Oh, it's really good vision to try and spot Aaron Ramsdale off his line. Not the worst hit in the world. High tower of effort to try and pull that off from close to the halfway line. And this is the Havertz chance, and that time he should score.
15 goals in all competitions last season. The header was firm but straight at Ramsdale. Rodri goes up. Grealish went in. Saka helped to clear.
Well, that was Man City's first chance of the game. John Stones with an effort. Anywhere to the side of Ramsdale, left or right, goalkeeper from that distance, point blank would have been in trouble, but he reacted well, Ramsdale. Smart save that.
His pass put Kovacic in a tight spot, and here's Rice. And now Martinelli. And Rice.
Yeah, I think you apologise.
Partey. Saliba. It's White. Fell for Saka.
And he should have got better contact.
Gabriel. Giveaway. Palmer. De Bruyne.
And again, that's just an indication of the vision from Kevin De Bruyne. Just trying to put it into a really dangerous area. It was either a yard too heavy or Alvarez just wasn't on the move. Probably a yard.
The second youngest in the Premier League last season. And Southampton.
What a turn that was from Foden.
Palmer trying to measure it and does it beautifully. A calling card left by a young player with a bright future. Cole Palmer basks in the Wembley glory.
Well, do you know what? You won't get an assist for this, Phil Foden. But it was all about the turn on the halfway line, the way he took the ball on the back foot. He ghosted past a couple of players, then De Bruyne was involved. But the finish from Cole Palmer, he knew exactly what he wanted to do about 5 seconds before he executed the finish. There's the turn from Foden. Now Arsenal are all over the place in midfield. No one can get back in to put the cover on. They try. Declan Rice comes across. The header then from De Bruyne. But as soon as he chops in here, the execution, he's saying, I'm going top left-hand corner. Now he thinks I'm scoring. It's all about getting above Ramsdale and underneath the crossbar. Beautiful finish. Top draw finish that from a youngster. That's perfection. Doesn't get any better than that.
Lovely moment. Turned back by Rodri.
Positional sense is incredible, Rodri. The way he smells the danger.
Julian Alvarez. Played in for Phil Foden.
What a save. What a save to keep Arsenal in the game from Ramsdale. And he was driving towards the right-hand side. He knew in his peripheral vision he had Phil Foden to his left-hand side, who was onside. And now you're thinking a couple of touches and a right-foot finish, and that's game over. But what a save from Ramsdale.
De Bruyne. Again, Ramsdale called into emergency action.
But I wonder. Is that Rodri? It is Rodri, going across the near post. Got across Havertz, who wasn't switched on, but that's a really... Again, when you're tired, make sure you miss Rodri. Put a little bit more on this. You tend to underhit things when you're tired.
5 inside the 6-yard box. Couple just outside from an Arsenal point of view as they try to save themselves here. Bukayo Saka. Trossard. Deflected! And a saving moment for Arsenal with a huge slice of good fortune, which in all probability will take this Community Shield to penalties.
What can you do? You have to credit Arsenal for pushing. In the last seconds of the game, they get very, very fortunate. Massive, massive deflection, which should take this game to penalties. Good defensive header there, won by Rodri. And he chops back in onto his left foot. Takes you a huge defection off of Kanji. Got his head down, Trossard, he's trying to go for power. Kanji doesn't really offer a clearance, it more or less just hits him. Takes Stefan Ortega right out the game. Cruel, the Arsenal players.
Ortega, Manchester City's reserve goalkeeper. Martin Ødegaard trying to set the tone for Arsenal. The season, however you want to refer to this. He's going to take the kick.
high percentage you might go to his left, Ramsdale's right. Oh!
Trossard, the Belgian, against Ortega, the German.
And this puts the pressure on Bernardo Silva.
It's the 10th time in this competition's history. Painful Euro memories for him. He missed earlier in pre-season, but this time no mistake. Today on target. Rodri, Champions League final hero. This time thwarted by the Portuguese, whose Arsenal career so far has been spent on the fringes. He's made contributions. He scored a spectacular goal against Barcelona in Los Angeles. This to win the Community Shield of 2023. It's Fabio Vieira, it's a terrific penalty, and it's Arsenal's day beneath the arch.
What a penalty. What a hit. Really, really good technician, Fabio Vieira, and he's just proved there that he's got the bottle as well. And how high did he put it into the stanchion? That is unbelievable confidence, something that Kevin De Bruyne tried and just missed by hitting the crossbar, but that is an unstoppable penalty. And well done for staying in the game, Arsenal.
And the nature of the celebrations suggests that this, against Manchester City, means an awful lot to the Gunners.
Absolutely. It has to be. You've got to take a win's a win. And even in this competition, the Community Shield, it's a good one for Mikel Arteta's men psychologically.